My name is Lisa Smith. I'm a retired school teacher. My classic car is a 1967 Mercury Cougar. This car is really special to me. Tell you a little story about how I got the car. First of all, when I first learned how to drive, my father bought me a 67 Cougar. It was a ball of rust. It was painted like the General Lee. It was bright orange. I kind of learned how to drive on that car. I was living in Michigan. My father got a job down in Georgia, and so we moved in 1985. Dad said I couldn't bring the car down here because it was too rusty. It wouldn't make it all the way to Georgia. So we sold it up there. When we came to Georgia, I really wasn't feeling too happy about being in Georgia. I missed all my friends, and so my dad found this car in Macon for $600. He purchased it in 1985. He gave it to me to drive back and forth to school. We were living in Fort Valley, and I was going to school in Georgia Southwestern. So I drove it back and forth for about 2-3 months. One day when I was coming back, the engine overheated and seized up and wouldn't run anymore. So my dad dragged it back to the garage, left it out in the yard for a while till I got married. And after I got married and moved out of the house, he and my brother started fixing it up. It's been in my family, for 34 years now. My father used to drive it back and forth to work, sometimes just as fun. He was a school psychologist, and I was a school teacher. It was kind of fun. We worked together in some of the counties, and sometimes he'd drive it out there. He's 88 now. He always really liked the car and stuff, and after he gave it to me, I wanted to fix it up. And as he was getting sicker, I thought it'd be a nice idea to be able to fix it up so that he could drive or ride around with me in it again. Probably bring back some good memories. Unfortunately, I know that's not going to happen. He's real sick now. He's in a nursing home. I have been sharing the pictures of it as we've been fixing it up and talking to him about it, and he seems to really enjoy that. So I feel like in some ways it is sharing things with him. And I always like to keep the car kind of as a tribute to my dad and all the good memories we had together. My favorite thing about the car, I would say, is driving around with it and all the looks you get. People really haven't seen too many classic Cougars before, so it kind of catches their eye, and they'll all, kind of look at it and say, "Wow, that's a cool car." It makes you feel kind of neat. They know Mustang, but Cougar's kind of unique, so that's why I really like it. One of the things that's really special about the car to me is my father, as I said, bought it, and it's got a lot of great memories with it. And one of the things in it is this bracelet that we have hanging from the rearview mirror. My father bought that for my mother right after they were married. They went to Washington, D.C., and he bought it for her. And it's been hanging from their mirror since before I was born. Every time he bought a new car, he'd changed the bracelet over and put it in the new car. At one time, he had a Le Mans and he forgot it and traded the car in, and we had to go back and get the bracelet out of the car, so we was afraid they'd sold it already. But the bracelet's still in the car, hanging from the mirror, and every time I look up there, it kind of brings back fond memories of my family, my mom and my dad. All the repairs we've had done, as I said, when I first had it, the engine seized up on it. So Father had Ford Motor Company put in a crate engine in it. We also had the transmission redone. Since then, I brought it here at Faulk's. I've had rack and pinion steering put in. I've had disc brakes put on. We had the rear brakes fixed. All to make it a little safer to drive. It was a little bit scary for me to drive. It was so sloppy, and now it drives like a dream. It's a whole lot better car. It still has the classic look, but it drives a lot safer, a lot nicer. The next thing I'd like to do with the car, I like to get it a new paint job. That one's about 30 years old. It's a little bit faded. So I think if I get it painted, and also I'd probably like to maybe put some safety features, like put some seats in it with headrests and seat belts, because I'd like it to kind of be my around town car, and I want to make sure it's a little safe while I'm driving it. There was one thing I could change about the 1967 Cougar. It would probably be how the vacuum system works, raising the headlights. One of the neatest things about that car is the razor blade grill on the front with the way the headlights are closed and open. But about everybody I know, their headlights won't open anymore, or they open one over the other or something. It would be nice if they operated more smoothly, and because it's a very cool look to it. It just doesn't work the greatest.